I am Georgia Doll with Georgia Media Agency, and in the building I have Miss Jackie with Hair Units by Jackie.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm doing well.
I'm glad that we're having this interview because first of all, look at your hair. Your hair is amazing. You do amazing units. So let's just go ahead and get into this whole beauty and hair and just everything glam. Okay. So when did you start with the units?
I started back in 2013 while I was at Savannah Tech. I wasn't really taking it serious. It was just like more of a hobby.
Yeah.
But trial and error, I just got more into it, more interested into it.
Okay, cool. So I know that's so crazy that I'm interviewing because I know like literally when you were starting to do it and you was calling different vendors and talking to different hair people in the city. So from that time until now, like what is one piece of advice that you would tell yourself back in 2013?
I would say patience. And consistency. Just be consistent because the more that you practice it, you'll get better.
That's very, very true. I feel like you could apply that to anything that you do, like whether it's music or just entrepreneurship, because one thing, I just met with somebody the other day and they was just like, I'm ready to get some money. I'm ready. And it's like, we always ready to get the money, but we're not ready to put the work in order for us to get the money.
Right.
So I look at your company and I see how much you've expanded. So do you name your units or do you let your clients name them? Or what's the whole process of creating your units and then selling them?
So usually like right now how it's going is that they provide the hair and then I make the wig and I let them come up with whatever name they want to come up with.
Okay.
But eventually I will provide the hair as well.
Okay, beautiful. So with that, are you already looking at different type of hair vendors and how is that ball game? I know the hair industry has really expanded over the last couple of years. So what's your standpoint on that?
With hair, it's a tricky game. There's so much hair out there, but not all of it is quality hair.
Right.
So it's a process of sorting through the good and the bad and taking your time finding the right vendor. So I have found some vendors that I'm working with and I'm just, testing them out and seeing what's what.
Okay, cool. So with your units, I know that you started, of course, you're from Savannah, Georgia, but you're not just going to stay local. You've already expanded. So let's just talk about some of the target markets that have come to you and been consumers so far.
Like you said, I definitely didn't stay local. Majority of my business is out of town, even out of the country.
That's good.
So I've had some, socialites and celebrities reach out to me to work with me, which I'm very, very thankful for. What
is your own personal or your business? What is your person that you look to accommodate?
A person for me, for Hair Units by Jackie, would be someone that's fun. Even the everyday working woman. It's a different target or different section for each type of woman. You can try different colors if you want to go long or short. No age range personally. It's whatever age.
So have you had a lot of older women who've gotten units and they typically, let's just go back to the when people thought units were not good to wear and you wearing a wig and let's just talk about that because I really honestly have to give it to you. Units was something that a lot of people, at least in Savannah, didn't really know about. I remember they even got songs on YouTube dissing lace fronts and her lace front all wrong. Now everybody going back to the lace front. So units have been something that people didn't want to talk about that they wore and all that. So when you started the unit, did you already wear units and that's why you kind of came up with the idea to do it, or how was the beginning process with that?
So it all started because I just was sitting one day and I was like, you know what? I want to bring something to the city that's not as popping already. Like something new. It's not really new because I'm not saying that I started. I'm not saying that, but it wasn't as popular in the city.
Right, exactly. So you got to own it. That's very true. Like very, very true. So with the units, when you first started off, did you get a lot of clientele or what was the beginning story? I know every person who's just starting off, it's going to be some rocky times. So like how was it, if you can kind of reflect back on that year?
So the beginning process, the beginning stage was not consistent. I would get discouraged. I'd be like, man, what is it going to take? But it was very slow in the beginning, but you can't stop and knock off, you got to keep going because eventually you get what you put out. And the more that you're consistent with your work, the customers will come. Don't do it for the money. Do it because you have a passion for it.
That's true. That passion will like take you places further than like a 9-to-5 will, or something that's just like a little something on the side will. So I'm glad that you are able to speak on it. It's not even coming full circle yet. Like I feel like you're still gaining so much success, and I'm just so excited. So with your expansion and everything going on, I know you're local as far as you live in Savannah and you have clientele all over. I can really say the country now. So what are your goals? I know you're talking about expanding with your having your actual providing the hair, but what are some other things that you want to also do, like adding more departments to your company?
So as far as my wig line that I'm going to bring to the table, I also want to bring other hair care products. And just like just add more to my name.
Yeah. With that, I know I'm natural. Of course, I always have my hair straightened. I'm natural, and for the longest, I've been honestly, and it may come true. I don't know. I want to cut all my hair off. Like I just want to just take the hair off my head, because I feel like when you cut your hair, like you really are changing your life. And the significance behind me is I'm cutting my hair off, and I'm cutting certain things off that's not living anymore. Like hair is living, but it's not living. So I want to cut off the dead weight, the dead hair, the dead everything. So Eunice is probably going to be my go-to.
Girl, do it.
So
I cut all my hair off.
You did?
Yeah.
When was this?
Back when I first started cosmetology school, around 2013.
So when you cut your hair, what was your thoughts? Like when you were in that chair, like what was going through your head?
I was nervous, but at the same time, I was, like you said, ready to cut off certain things in my life.
Right.
And just start fresh.
Okay, cool. So what's your maintenance tips for people who want to do the units every day? They want to switch it up, because I'm sure I'm not going to want to just have the bald look all the time. So me preparing myself for the unit, like what should I be expecting, or what should be my hair care regimen?
I would say, like, if you're going to cut all your hair off, you can get it where you can take it on and off. That way you can still treat your hair underneath.
Right.
Make sure you're washing your hair, moisturizing your hair, and you'll be fine.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about Savannah, Georgia, and our accents, because everybody was just like, we were talking off air or whatever about how people always ask us, where are you from? Are you from this place, that place? They never say Savannah.
Never.
So I know it's very funny. I know you get it all the time. Not only do you sound like you're from New Orleans, but you look like you resemble somebody. So how often do you get the Toya Wright
Oh my
comparison?
God, I get it a lot, especially when I'm in Atlanta.
For real?
A lot.
People think they went up to you?
They're like, you know what? You like to be Toya's little sister. I'm like,
That's what's up. Girl, that's
I
funny.
don't see it.
But you know what? I kind of see it now that we're like in person. But when I'm on social media, I'm like, it's Jackie from Visa. Like, I don't know, I guess because I've known you for so long, and then seeing her on TV, and I'm like, that's not, that's Jackie.
That's how I feel.
That's crazy. But you don't see it at all.
But it's a compliment.
Yeah, she's very beautiful. You don't see that at all. Oh my God. Y'all both short. I think she had that hairstyle before.
She did.
Okay.
She did.
Well, I want y'all to meet. Have y'all met before?
No, I would love
Y'all
to
should
meet
meet,
her.
because she probably think like y'all do look alike.
I would love to meet her.
That's crazy. But anything else that you want to share with us? I know you have a lot of things that you're working on. I know you also have spoken a couple of times. You have a couple of speaking engagements. So just talk about that.
So what I do here, I've been fortunate enough on the behalf of Benicia Baker. She's got me some public speaking events at elementary schools and middle schools and different all-girl groups, and just reaching out to them, telling them, it's not an overnight process.
It's not.
It's going to take time. Stay in school, and like I always say, stay consistent. So,
that's true.
And I also wanted to add that I am in the process of getting ready to start my wig classes, because everybody has been asking me. So I'm going to be on tour doing wig classes.
Okay, cool. So what month or when can we expect to see, the sign-ups and the promo?
By the end of this year, I will
Okay.
have everything together. I just didn't want to throw things together.
Yeah.
I want them to get their money's worth. So
Yeah, exactly.
taking my time.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So we appreciate you so much.
Thank
How can
you.
people order units and even connect with you on social media?
You can connect with me on social media at Hair Units by Jackie. That's on Instagram as well as Facebook. And just send me a message, and it has an email link, and we can go from there.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. This is
Thank
Georgia Media
you.
Agency signing off with Hair Units by Jackie.